Sonia, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another bookish vlog. These are my favorite videos to make because they're just so much fun. Bookish. We're gonna read, we're gonna talk books, we're gonna go book shopping, we're gonna puzzle. It's gonna be freaking awesome. Let's do book shopping first. I'm honestly not even that keen on buying a lot of books because I kind of am on a book buying ban, but maybe one. My main reason for going is because I want to get a puzzle. I'm really into puzzling again. I bought this puzzle the other day and I completed it yesterday. Guys, is this not the most beautiful puzzle ever? I puzzled her yesterday while watching We Were Liars. How freaking good. I've been meaning to read We Were Liars for such a long time. One of my baby cousins recommended it to me like a few years ago and I never ended up buying it. Every time I was at the bookstore I was like, I'm gonna buy it, and I never did. Oh, I'm so sorry. But they just released the adaptation, like the TV series. Watched half of it yesterday while puzzling, and tonight we're gonna do that again. But I want to get another puzzle. This is the most pretty puzzle ever. Anyway, so we're gonna go to the bookstore right now. We're gonna get a puzzle and maybe a book. Let's go. I did some damage. It's so cute. It's a little cottage. It's a little cottage and there's a little dog and there's a little bag and there's kids playing back here and there's a little lake and it's just like so cute. Cannot wait. Coastal cottage. There's a little kitty cat. Oh, there's a little kitty cat and she's playing with the butterflies. Come on. I got a new release, I think. I haven't read any of this author's books before. Tess Gerritsen, The Summer Guests. I'm really into summery books that have a bit of a dark twist at the moment. Like The Last Time I Lied was perfect for that if you're in the mood for something like that. Or We Were Liars, but they didn't have that. I actually thought about getting it. Maggie Bird's book group is an unusual one. A group of retired spies living an anonymous life in the seaside town of Purity. And then apparently the guests arrive and there's going to be trouble. I don't know what this is about. All I heard was summer, retired spies, and trouble. And I was like, hooked. Probably a bit silly. I'm afraid that it'll be too much YA-like. I wanted a summer read and this is what I was feeling. Sue me. Sue me, I wanna be wanted. Anyway, so I plan to only get those two things. Those two and that's it. But for some reason, I had to get this today. This is a book series that I wanted for so long. I got The Divine Rivals duology. Last summer I had a dream that I need to read this book series. Ever since then, it's just been too hyped up in my head. And I wanted to get a nicer edition, but honestly, I just wanted to get this finally. I don't know. I've never, it's been over a year and I've not seen a single other edition. Something in me was saying, get these books now and read them ASAP. So I'm very excited. It's also perfect timing because it just started pouring rain. Life is worth living. I'm gonna shower, get into PJs, get cozy, and then we're gonna probably puzzle or read or just have fun. Do something bookish. Yippee! This is the life, guys. My hair's drying so quick because it's so hot today. The rain is still pouring. Life is worth living. Just made a coffee. I haven't had a coffee in a while. I'm only drinking matcha at the moment because I'm trying to see if it'll help my period cramps. But this is a decaf, so let's see. Yum! Yum! I should cut my hair like this. Pause. Anyway, I made a snack. Apple nachos, but I froze them. Almond butter, dark chocolate, salt. Taste test. Yo! So good. Oh my fucking god. I wanted to do a bit of a book chat right now because I have a confession to make. I have a confession to make about a book I read that I expected to hate, but I ended up enjoying. And it's really weird that I like this book. And now I'm reading the sequel. I read Haunting Adeline. Let me preface this by saying objectively bad book. Objectively weird and bad book. However, I've been meaning to read that for years, but I've always been too embarrassed to buy it at the bookstore. Because all I know going into it is it's a dark romance and it's like a stalker trope. I don't like spicy books. Haunting Adeline was really just spice and weird gore, but it wasn't that bad. And the parts that were gory and disgusting and like when it went too far, I would just skip through it. So in my head, it doesn't exist. If you like a fan fiction, I read it as if it was a fan fiction, and I feel like when I'm reading a fan fiction, it's so easy for me to just be like, if something's stupid, I'm just like, yeah, that didn't happen. That didn't just happen. And I just keep scrolling. That's how I felt reading this book. Now, I started hunting Adeline. Things have just gotten too far, guys. Hey, so what? The first one is weird and I'm like, what the fuck did I just read? But also, I'm still kind of I'm like, what? But the second one so far is just like, what? I'm just skipping through a lot of it because anything with human trafficking, I'm like, I don't want to read this because it's my biggest fear in life. So I'm like, I don't want to, I'm just like, this isn't happening. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. But yeah, I'm also really embarrassed that I liked the first one, but I'm not really liking the second one. Guys, the weather right now is so good. Can you hear and see that? But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think I was in the mood for a dark romance, and now that it's been a few days and I'm like, actually this is weird. Also, the second book is just too much. The whole book feels like in the vein of like that One Direction fanfic where she gets sold. I feel like I'm reading a 1D fanfic. I feel like I read a version of this already and it was about like Larry Stylinson maybe when I was like 10. You know what I mean? I'm like... But the first one was better. I don't think the second one is worth reading. I don't even think the first one is worth reading, but if you have like a weird interest, because my interest was, hey, I heard it's about stalking. I was like, I kind of want to read this. I kind of want to see what's going on. If you feel like that, read the first one, but the second one isn't good. Anyway, unless you are really into the dark, but I'm like, why is anyone into that? Whatever. So yeah, this is my that was my guilty pleasure read. I'm still probably gonna keep reading the second one because I just started. Maybe it gets better. I also feel like starting one of these. Seeing as it's pouring rain right now, I might do the cozy fantasy, or I just keep reading this. See if it gets any better. I don't know, dude. I don't want to read this. I don't. I'm sorry. Let's do some reading. Let's start a new book together, I think. I'm about 100 pages in. And you know when you start a new book and you're like a few chapters in and you just know this book is about to change your life? All of these characters are perfect. I'm literally Iris. She's just like me for real. And Roman is literally my dream guy. And the entire setting of it is so cozy. Like the atmosphere, I can just picture every detail so vividly. So good. So good. I think I want to watch We Were Liars now. Welcome to my puzzle corner. We're gonna do some puzzling. I'm gonna put my hair up because I don't want it in my face. I just made a tea, a little peppermint tea in my Paris Hilton mug. I love name dropping her. And we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna watch SNL sketches. Sorry that you can see my messy room from here. My messy chair. Don't look at my chair. That is one of my hyperfixations that I rediscovered. Like, there's nothing quite like rediscovering an old hyperfixation. And for me, during COVID, I got really into Saturday Night Live. I'm so obviously autistic. I'm sorry, but just based off my hyperfixations alone, fucking cars going vroom vroom and Americans doing sketch comedy, like what? Anyway, I'm gonna watch some SNL sketches because like that's what I've been doing lately, is just watching sketch after sketch and just having a little giggle, a little kiki by myself. I'm gonna drink my tea and I'm gonna start my puzzle, okay? And it's a really bookish activity in my opinion. And then we're gonna watch We Were Liars as well eventually. So anyway, that's my update.
Spent on the floor in St. Paul, and now
I'm gonna do some more puzzling. Who's surprised? And I'm also gonna watch some more of We Were Liars. I have about 1.5 episodes left and it's getting so good. Life is good. I think it's gonna start raining again soon. I have no complaints right now. And then we're gonna do some more reading, but I'm having like the coziest time ever. Hey guys, it's time for a book chat. I'm about halfway through in both of these books and I want to discuss. No spoilers, obviously. Starting off with Hunting Adeline. Oh, what's going on? I can't lie. I'm skipping through a lot of this book. I'm not really treating it as a normal book because it feels like a fan fiction to me, just because it's so unserious. It is very dark, a lot darker than the first one, and I don't like reading about that. So I'm just skipping through anything that I don't like. I just want the romance. I don't really need the darkness in this book. Male main character Zaid, pretty fun to read about, but it's also not necessary. Like if you are interested in the book series, I would say read the first one, but if not, then you'll be fine without this book series as a whole. But if you're into really dark romances, then this is obviously a classic, I guess, but the second one I'm not loving. Divine Rivals, however, is quickly becoming one of my favorite books. I can't lie, I cannot lie. Like I said, I'm like halfway through, almost exactly halfway, and it's just perfect. It's genuinely so perfect. It is the definition of a cozy fantasy, and it doesn't mean that there's no plot. I feel like that's always what I assumed with this book, that the plot was lacking because everyone was saying this is the cozy fantasy, but that's not the case whatsoever. There's a really fun plot in this book, and it just has everything I want from any book. Like, it's a fantasy, it feels cozy, like the characters are constantly drinking tea. Yes, I love that because it reminds me to go and make a tea as well, which I always forget to do, but I love tea. The main characters are so fun to read. The main female character is not just a copy-paste character, like she has her own complexity and I love that. We have main male character, he's so fun to read about. Like, yes, I want him bad. I feel like I'm her and I want him. Like, that's just how I'm like, oh, this is a self-insert type book. Because I don't have that with every book. I know some people do that with like every book they imagine themselves. That's not me. I feel like that's kind of insane. But in this case, I'm like, she's just like me for real. She's just like me for real. Like, I get her so deep. I get her so bad. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm also loving the fantasy aspects of it. I'm loving the war aspect of it as well. Like, it's very, there's like a thing, this is not a spoiler, but there's a thing with the sirens. The thing with the sirens is so creative to me. I'm like, yeah, I can get into this. I'm freaking loving it. I can't wait to read on and to finish. Did get a spoiler on my For You page, unfortunately, about what's gonna happen, and I am so sad about it, but also it's my own fault for looking because I could have scrolled away and I didn't. So that's on me. Once again, I feel like I need to cut my hair to this length, the way it's falling, because it's a lot longer than this. Anyway, I'm not gonna, it's long hair summer. But yeah, I feel like that's pretty much all I have for this video. I don't know if it turned out well at all or if it's like a really short one. I don't know, I feel like I'm all over the place at the moment, so I feel like, I'm sorry if my videos are lacking quality or something, but bookish videos are my favorite to make it. I always put in the most effort, so I hope it turned out well. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.